2025 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting years ever for PC gaming. It's rare that we see so many blockbusters, sequels, and long-awaited revivals all packed into the same year. Today, we're looking at 6 upcoming PC game releases that are still set to launch in 2025. Across these 6 games, we're getting a little bit of everything: loot-driven chaos, cinematic large-scale warfare, branching RPG storytelling, gothic horror intrigue, punishing hack-and-slash combat, and a deck-building roguelike that can consume hundreds, if not thousands of hours. In this video, we're going to break down what makes each of these games stand out, how they connect to the series that came before them, and what players are most excited about as we approach release. So sit back, relax, and let's count down the 6 epic PC games still to be released in 2025. To kick things off, we've got Borderlands 4 releasing in just a few days on September 12th, 2025, and fans have been waiting a long time for this one. Gearbox has been quiet since Borderlands 3 launched back in 2019, with only spin-offs like Tiny Tina's Wonderlands to keep the hype alive, but now we're finally getting the true continuation of the series. The setting is a brand new planet, Kairos, and it's 6 years after the events with the Timekeeper. Instead of a simple treasure hunt, the story this time revolves around a full-blown rebellion. That shift in tone means the stakes are higher, the writing is sharper, and the Vault Hunters feel more integrated into the world. Speaking of Vault Hunters, Borderlands 4 is making them more than just vessels for combat. Each one has deeper story arcs, unique interactions, and even branching dialogue choices that affect how other NPCs react. Gearbox is really trying to elevate these characters from just the one you pick for their skill tree into meaningful protagonists. Gameplay is also evolving, with movement being faster and more fluid thanks to double jumps, gliding, and grappling hooks. The new compass system helps keep exploration from feeling aimless, and crafting finally takes center stage. Instead of just relying on random loot drops, players can now customize weapons more extensively, creating hybrid builds. Loot, of course, remains at the heart of the experience. Expect millions of possible gun combinations, over-the-top elemental effects, and plenty of humor baked into the weapon descriptions. We're talking snipers that fire rockets, pistols that freeze enemies in time, and shotguns that sprout legs to take down your enemies. Borderlands 4 will launch with 3 editions: Standard, Deluxe, and Super Deluxe, with the higher tiers including cosmetic packs, season pass content, and early access perks. Now, there's been some discussion in the community about visuals. Gearbox is sticking with its signature cel-shaded style, which is as recognizable as ever, but some fans worry the engine hasn't advanced enough to compare with other modern shooters. Still, when you're mowing down waves of bandits with a grenade launcher that fires bouncing cheeseburgers, maybe it doesn't matter. Overall, Borderlands 4 is shaping up to be a bigger, bolder, and more rebellious entry into the franchise, and with a global launch on September 12th, the countdown is officially on. From chaotic looter shooters to military precision, let's talk Battlefield 6 launching on October 10th, 2025. This series has had ups and downs to say the least. Battlefield 1 was praised for its setting, Battlefield 5 split the community, and Battlefield 2042 was plagued with technical issues and design choices that left players frustrated. EA and DICE know they need to deliver, and Battlefield 6 looks like their shot at redemption. The game is returning to a classic class role system: Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon, each with their own unique perks, gadgets, and weapon specializations. The structure was sorely missed in 2042, and players are thrilled to see it back. Vehicles are also a huge focus, with lighter controls, more responsive physics, and the new hitch-a-ride mechanic that lets infantry creatively latch onto transports. Maps are also once again a highlight, with 9 being available at launch, ranging from tight urban battles in Brooklyn to wide-open conflicts in all-out infantry and vehicle warfare. And for longtime fans, Operation Firestorm is being remastered, a nod to the franchise's roots and an all-time favorite map among players from Battlefield 3. Gameplay modes will include Conquest, Rush, Breakthrough, and Escalation, with a heavily upgraded Portal mode allowing players to remix classic Battlefield maps and rules. This essentially turns Battlefield 6 into not just a game, but a platform for experimentation, something that was promised but not delivered in 2042. On the technical side, DICE is making a bold choice by skipping ray tracing entirely. The reason for this? Performance. Instead of chasing visual fidelity at the cost of frame rate, the team is optimizing the game to run as smoothly as possible across a wide range of PCs. In fact, the minimum specs only require an RTX 2060 and i5 8400. That's shockingly modest for such a massive and modern game. There are also over 600 graphics and accessibility settings, giving players unprecedented control over their experience. That means whether you're a competitive player aiming for every frame or a casual gamer who wants cinematic immersion, Battlefield 6 should be able to be tailored to meet your needs. Early betas in August gave fans a taste, and reactions were overall positive. Players praised the gunplay, setting, and performance as a return to form. In short, Battlefield 6 is bringing back what fans loved, cutting out what didn't work and aiming to unify the player base once again. Switching gears from grounded warfare to interstellar satire, The Outer Worlds 2 arrives on October 29th, 2025. Developed by Obsidian Entertainment, this sequel builds on everything that made the original a cult hit. The new story takes us to the Arcadia system, where you play as an Earth Directorate agent caught between warring mega-corporations. It's classic Obsidian: sharp writing, moral ambiguity, and plenty of biting humour about capitalism gone wrong. One of the biggest upgrades is that the game is being built in Unreal Engine 5, which means environments look much more detailed, characters are more expressive, and combat feels smoother. Speaking of combat, it's been retooled to feel more responsive and impactful. Guns have more weight, melee feels satisfying, and skills now allow for more unique playstyles. Companions are also seeing a return, each with their own personalities, storylines, and loyalty missions. Choices matter here, not just in terms of how the story unfolds, but also in how your companions perceive you. Push too far in one moral direction, and you may lose an ally forever. Dialogue remains the heart of the experience. Expect sarcastic, responsive, deceptive lies, or heartfelt persuasion attempts that can completely change how the quests play out. The Outer Worlds 2 is also expanding exploration. Instead of smaller contained zones, Arcadia offers large, more interconnected areas that encourage exploration. Side quests are also more dynamic, often reacting to the choices you've already made previously. Fans are buzzing with anticipation. Many praise the first game for its mix of Fallout-style RPG systems with Obsidian's signature humor, and the sequel looks like it's doubling down on that formula. Moving away from sci-fi, now let's talk gothic horror. Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2 has had a long, difficult road to release. Originally announced years ago, it went through multiple delays, team changes, and near cancellations, but finally it's on track for a 2025 launch. The original Bloodlines is legendary in RPG circles. Despite its bugs, it offered an unmatched role-playing experience in the World of Darkness universe. You weren't just playing a vampire, you were living one, navigating clans, politics, and the hunger for blood. Bloodlines 2 promises to deliver the same depth, but with modern gameplay systems. Players will choose a clan, each with unique powers and weaknesses. Do you rely on brute strength, subtle persuasion, or dark sorcery? Each choice affects not just combat, but social encounters as well. The setting is a modern city steeped in gothic atmosphere. By day, it looks like any bustling metropolis. By night, it's a hidden battlefield of vampire factions vying for dominance. Moral choices are central. Do you embrace your monstrous side, feeding recklessly and instilling fear? Or do you cling to humanity, carefully feeding in secret and trying to coexist? For fans of immersive storytelling, Bloodlines 2 could be the dark, mature RPG of 2025 for you. From vampires to ninjas, Ninja Gaiden 4 is finally slicing its way onto PC on October 21st, 2025. Team Ninja hasn't released a mainline Ninja Gaiden in over a decade, and fans are hungry for the series' punishing combat to return. This time, the story takes us to a near-future cyberpunk Tokyo that's been overtaken by the Dark Dragon. We're introduced to a new protagonist called Yakumo, a warrior with a mysterious past, but longtime fans will be thrilled to know that Ryu Hayabusa is back and fully playable. Gameplay is exactly what you'd expect: fast, brutal, and unforgiving. Yakumo's unique ability is the Blood Raven form, which allows him to manipulate blood itself in combat. This leads to gruesome finishes and unique strategies that set him apart from Ryu. Visually, the game is leaning heavily into a neon cyberpunk aesthetic, blending traditional Japanese themes with futuristic skyscrapers and glowing cityscapes. Boss fights are massive, cinematic, and demand mastery of the combat system. For fans of action games, Ninja Gaiden 4 is one of the most anticipated releases of the year. Our final pick is something a little bit different but no less exciting: Slay the Spire 2. This game practically invented the roguelike deck builder genre. Its blend of card combat, random encounters, and tower building structure became a phenomenon, inspiring dozens of imitators, but none quite matched the original's balance of strategy and replayability. Slay the Spire 2 is set to evolve that formula, with new heroes bringing radically different playstyles. One may focus on defensive synergies, another on explosive offense, while a third might manipulate the deck in creative ways. The cards themselves also have more dynamic interactions, with combo mechanics that allow for devastating chains if played correctly. The tower structure is also being expanded with new routes, hidden bosses, and branching paths. Like the first game, no two runs will be the same, and with mod support already confirmed, the community will likely extend the game's lifespan far beyond launch. If you're someone who loves critical and tactical thinking, adapting on the fly, and pushing your luck, Slay the Spire 2 could easily be one of your most played games of 2025 and beyond. So there you have it, 6 epic PC games still yet to come in 2025. It's rare that a single year has this much variety and this much potential. Whether you're chasing loot in Borderlands, commanding armies in Battlefield, or navigating corporate satire in the Outer World, 2025 truly has something for everyone. Let me know down in the comments below what you're looking forward to the most and what you think is going to be the hit breakout of the year. If you've enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.